Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Tubbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And we take a look at the offense for the Seahawks.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Tubbs finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Looking to throw. Tubbs, throw left side, complete to Moss. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Here we go. 36-yard line. I'll pick up at 2 yards. First down, Falcons.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roberts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This is how the defense will line up for Seattle. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and back to throw. Roberts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Time to see how Atlanta will line up defensively. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Tubbs. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And to give this time to the tailback. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Right there, 54 Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Let's go. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Roberts now from the gun. He'll throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Looking to throw. Tubbs. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Defense, let's go.
Here's Roberts, operating from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Now Roberts to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Roberts. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Roberts. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
They'll run on 1st down. Moss. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Tubbs. That's complete to Whitaker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Operating from the gun. Tubbs. Throw right side. Going to be complete to Moss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Whitaker. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Tubbs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. On 1st and 10, Tubbs. Complete to Bryant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Back to throw. Tubbs. This will be caught at about the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is... Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he can create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. To throw is Roberts from the gun on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Check, lucky.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. On 2nd down now. It's Cannon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Roberts. And he's got his man on the out route. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Roberts off the play fake. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Tubbs throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Roberts now on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Moss. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Roberts to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. Roberts finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. A field goal, the difference. 17-14, the final. And then finally, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football with a good one between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw. Roberts gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Now Roberts throwing on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does hum. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to field it at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
To start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. We ain't giving him nothing.
On 3rd down, Tubbs. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarter? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. To throw is Roberts. To throw on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And out will come the offense as they take over. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Back him up. Back him up.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go.
Go now. 8, read.
Right. He's down right. He's down on the right. Down on the right.
Ready?
Throw left side complete. It's Whitaker. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Man up, deep.
Okay, go.
On second down, it's Moss. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Single. Watch 20.
Roberts on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
You got it. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Roberts. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey. You got 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Roberts now. Off play action. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Roberts on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Back to throw. Roberts. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Falcons push further out in front. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now set to come back out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Tubbs, and that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Roberts off the play fake. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this one's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Roberts. Off the bootleg. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Roberts throwing on 1st down, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
To throw on third down, Roberts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Tubbs. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. On 3rd down, Tubbs. From behind, and he's going to be driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here are the Falcons.